new EXO challenge here on Europa. This is the third time I've run through it. It's pretty simple and straightforward, but you want to make sure that you have something to bypass the shield for the boss at the end. And you want to, if you can, maybe having a little extra mobility so you can move quickly through the jumps. Anyway, I'm going to go on the map. Initially, you're going to have to drive yourself there, but after that, you'll be able to just click here, Simulation Survival. We're just going to click there, and we're going to launch. Obviously, you can add a couple people for a fire team, or you can do it yourself. I'm just going to do it myself. And we're going to load in. There is a mechanic in this challenge called biting cold. If you are away from the fires that are spaced out throughout for too long, it will start to damage your health. So you want to make sure you're moving quickly between those fires. And along the way, you'll have some enemies, and those enemies will drop these little triangles. They're red. You want to make sure you pick those up. Those are, I guess, buffs against the cold to help you from getting the biting cold too far. You'll start at no biting cold. Right now, you see on the screen there it says shelter from the storm. If I step away from the fire, it goes away. The longer I'm away from it, I start getting biting cold. You start with just biting cold, times 1, times 2, all the way up to 10, and then it starts damaging your health. So, you want to move quickly. We're going to get started. I'm going to go up here to this next fire. I'm at biting cold 4 here, shelter from the storm. Keep going. And you only have to be at the fire for a second. You don't have to stay there too long. But the closer you are to the fire, the better it's going to work. This is where we're going to get our first enemies here. I'm going to use this new exotic pulse rifle from Beyond Light, because it does give me the rewind, the little orb that's going to shoot stuff for me when I might be otherwise occupied. These are the little triangles I was talking about, so we're going to pick those up. It's going to give me my buff. So even though I'm away from the fire, I don't have a ton of biting cold. I've also got an arc strider set up with melee so that whenever I melee, it buffs, fully recharges my dodge, and then my dodge fully recharges my melee. Kind of a circle there. And then every time I dodge, it fully heals me. So, well, it heals me about 2/3 of the way. So that helps a lot. That also extends my melee reach, so I don't have to get quite as close to the enemies, which makes it just a little safer. I'm already at biting cold 5. Be careful, this one's slanted. This one's a little slanted, not too bad. Alright, oh, don't fall off. This little guy, we're going to hit him. Get that little triangle he's got. We're biting cold 9, doing okay. Get over here by the fire and shelter from the storm. For me, it's easier to jump with my sword, but it's all up to how you're comfortable doing it. I can see the platforms a little better and where I'm landing with the sword in my hand. Got another little fire here to the right. Come up here. And I'm going to hang out here for just a minute. I'm going to shoot some of these guys over here at the top so that when I get up there, I already have some of those little triangles to help me out. You can usually kill 3 or 4 of them at least. So there's only 1 or 2 left by the time you get up there. They're hiding, so we're just gonna go ahead and go. Because we were right there on that fire, we stayed warm rather than trying to fight them as we were already getting cold. I don't have any heavy ammo, but I think there's some over here. I think I did actually get some. Yes. Okay. Now we're gonna jump on these. There's enough space here that... Nope, I'm gonna fall off. Oh, wow. Okay, I got saved. That's cool. I'm gonna get this little guy so I'm not cold. Oh Lord, I'm getting cold. Alright, let's try this again. Actually, I think I'm gonna need to go back down here where that one is and get warm again because I'm starting to freeze. That little fall cost me. But you can always go back to a fire if it's closer to go back. Or if you're not sure, just to be safe. At least the first 1 or 2 times. Then you'll have an idea of where you are and how long you have if you do have a slip up or a fall. Alright, doing good. Get to these guys over here, get us some little triangles. Alright, doing okay. Yep, fell that time. Ha! Did it last time, didn't fall at all. This time, fall. Twice. And it's gonna spawn me back here at the same little fire. So you're not gonna go all the way back to the beginning, which is a good thing. I'm sure there's other paths to get around. And it did respawn the enemies so that I have those little triangles again. And you don't have to rush, but you do want to move at least somewhat quickly. No, that was a miss. Okay, and we are almost to our next fire. That is probably the most complicated part as far as jumping. So we're going to bring our biting cold back down. After this, the jumping is pretty straightforward, platform to platform. Those little pieces of ice are kind of annoying. Here, we're going to go all the way down here on this little platform with the circle. We're going to come over here, we're going to stand on this fire a little, get warm. We're going to go back up here. We're going to go up here, turn around, then we're going to come up here on this little ice rock, jump up here. Alright, we're going to have a couple little enemies spawn here, nothing big. Just a couple little Vex. Honestly, I don't know what the point is, but okay. Maybe just to give you the little triangles. I got a couple more Vex coming up. I go on these platforms. Pretty straightforward. Of course, they're shooting me. That's not nice. Why are you shooting me? Don't do that. Yeah, I'm just gonna kill him. Okay. Yeah, do a little roll, heal myself a little. Last couple jumps, and then we are at the top, guys. And we have to do our final boss fight. Stand here, get warm, get yourself together. And we are at the boss. Alright, so here, of course, respawning. There's your fire in the middle, and then you got this guy we gotta kill. Problem is, this guy's gonna hang out at that fire. So, we gotta kill the ads to stay warm and get the little triangle pieces. For me, I'm gonna do most of that with melee, because it's gonna keep me healed, and it's gonna give me the triangles I need. Like I said, I can reach really far, so that helps. Just don't want to let our health get too low, and you definitely want to watch that cold. You have to stay moving. Take these guys out. If we can get our little orb up and shooting, he'll start shooting and getting all the triangles for us, the buffs that we need to stay warm while we're moving around. So here we are, we have no biting cold. We're gonna take a minute, shoot at the boss. Got a mod on my pulse rifle so I can shoot through the shield. Take a few shots at him. Starting to get cold, so let's go over here. Kill some of these guys while we still have our little orb. Do a roll, heal a little. Make sure we got rid of our biting cold. Now you want to be careful, you don't want to fall off and you don't want to run into those guys. And they're not giving me the triangles I need to stay warm, so I'm just going to kill them and keep going. Ooh, there we go. Don't want to roll off. Couple more. And we're gonna leave him there. I don't need his little red buff yet. I'll go get it now. I'm gonna hide a little behind this rock. I just have to watch, make sure I don't get cold. And then when you get to a certain point, somewhere around a third, maybe a little under, he is going to leave and go up on that top platform where he started. Yep, want to avoid those guys, don't like them. Come over here and hide, away from them, blow them up. We can get some precision hits, we can get our little rewind orb back up. More of them, good gracious. Up there he went up there to the top. So we're just going to make sure there's nothing near us, make sure we're not cold. Oh, we are cold. So I'm going to run by this fire real quick. Get warm, do a little roll and heal. We need some of our little orbs. Not orbs, we need some of our little buffs. Roll again. We need to melee something so we can roll and heal. Nope, I don't want to be over there. I want to come over here, up there. It does help to leave a couple of those little triangle buffs down so that you can come back to them. Don't want to let these get too close. Kill those. Get warm again. He is almost dead. Make sure I'm healed. That's this little guy. And I do have my little orb there, so he's going to take care of those ads right there. And that's that. He's going to die. These guys will just melt away. Come over here and collect your chest, and you're done. Got a couple more out there. Alright guys, that's it. Have a good night.